Hello, everyone, and welcome to Inside Golf. I'm Harry Donahue. Today, I'm at Walnut Lane Golf Club. It's in the Wissahickon Valley, the East Falls and Roxborough section of Philadelphia. I don't think you will find a more scenic golf course within 20 miles of where I'm standing. It's a hilly terrain and a challenging but short golf course. You know, in the United States, 70% of the golf courses are either municipal golf courses or daily fee golf courses. That includes resorts. And this is a municipal golf course owned by the city of Philadelphia, but managed by the First Tee program of Philadelphia. We're at Walnut Lane with a little bit of history and also a look at the future. This year, for instance, they hope to have 20,000 rounds of golf played on this facility. It's Inside Golf at Walnut Lane, coming up next. The 25th season of Inside Golf is presented by Destination Montco Golf. Your next golf getaway is in Montgomery County, Pennsylvania. Visit montcogolf.com. By the First Tee Greater Philadelphia. The First Tee not only helps young men and women become better golfers, but most important, better people. Get involved. Visit firstteephiladelphia.org. By the Philadelphia Association of Golf Course Superintendents, a community of professionals enhancing the game of golf since 1925. Make sure you thank your golf course superintendent today. By Gap, celebrating 125 years of amateur golf. By Jersey Man and Philly Man Magazine, a digital publication and private business network. Read the current issue free at jerseymanmagazine.com. By the Haverford Trust Company. For life's must-haves, there's Haverford. And by Inside Golf's partner since 1998, the Philadelphia PGA Section, the experts in the game and business of golf.
Golf is the great equalizer. For many, this journey is an escape from reality, a chance to be part of a team, a career opportunity. PGA Reach impacts lives through golf by lifting people up, giving them hope, and sending them down an alternate path that they never saw coming. With PGA Reach Philadelphia, as in life and in golf, the most important shot you take is the next one.
And welcome back to Inside Golf. Welcome back to Walnut Lane Golf Course. This is Bill Hyman. He runs the First Tee program of Philadelphia. Walnut Lane, Bill, is one of 4 municipal golf courses owned by the city of Philadelphia, 2 of which are managed by the First Tee. John F. Vernon here at Walnut Lane. So you're the guy, right? All the problems, you solve them all, and you run both of these golf courses. But let's talk today about Walnut Lane. And how many rounds did you do last year?
So last year we did 36,000 rounds.
And that was an increase percentage-wise of what, you think?
Increase of 30% over the previous year, which had been a 25% increase over that previous year.
Right. So things are on the move here at Walnut Lane. And the other thing is, if you could, what is your profile of the average golfer, or is there one? There's probably about a dozen different profiles for a dozen types of different golfers who use this facility.
Yeah, I think we run the gamut on everybody that plays golf here from all levels, all abilities, all backgrounds. We want to be an all-inclusive course, and most importantly, we want people to feel comfortable playing golf here. So a lot of the country clubs have rules, regulations, dress codes. We just want people to come here and enjoy playing golf. And every day we have beginners coming out, intermediate golfers we're working with to get them lessons, to get them better at golf. And then sometimes we have some folks that are coming from some of the country clubs that also like to come down and get a flavor of public golf.
Yeah, it's a very tight golf course, but it was built, it opened
extremely tight
in 1940. It's a hilly golf course. I don't think there is a terrain when it comes to golf courses that can match. Now, I know you grew up in Huntington Valley, which was close, but this is every bit as hilly as Huntington Valley, isn't it?
I think so.
Yeah.
I think most people would have no idea they're in the city of Philadelphia. If you blindfolded them, put them on the golf course, they would not know.
Right. Something else that you pointed out to me before we started doing this interview, you have in your pro shop bags and bags filled with clubs, most of which are donated by individuals who come down here, drop off a bag, a full set of clubs or whatever, and then you're able to sell them, or in some cases, give them to your kids in the First Tee program. Talk about that a little bit.
Well, we're really fortunate. There's a lot of golfers that are done with their equipment, and they will donate them to First Tee. We're able to then give first choice to our First Tee kids, and there's 36,000 kids in the Philadelphia area that we impact, and they're able to go Christmas shopping every day whenever they need clubs, bags, golf ball, shoes. And what's not given to the kids, we then are able to sell through the pro shop at Walnut Lane or John Byrne to the general public, to the golfing community. And last year we generated $60,000 worth of funds for First Tee at a very good profit because our expense is extremely low, it's zero. And that goes to supporting all the First Tee programs, which allow us to keep our programs free for all kids. A lot of our kids that we impact across the greater Philadelphia area, their parents are coming out to play. A lot of our kids are diverse, so when they're bringing their families out here, that's helping introduce the game to many new lifestyles that wouldn't have previously thought of playing the game of golf.
Quincy Harris, no stranger to media. He's been involved in Philadelphia media, TV, and radio, and now he's involved in Philadelphia golf right here at Walnut Lane. It was probably something you never expected would happen, right, Quincy? Tell us about it.
But yeah, I started playing golf during the pandemic. I had a friend. He said, "Come on out and play." It was my third time playing. I was like, "All right, I'm not going to quit." And I started playing. Two of my friends, we started playing together. We played here. I literally grew up here on Walnut Lane, 6 minutes down the road, and I would drive past here every day during high school. And I was like, that just seemed like another world. And as I started catching the bug, I started finding out more people playing, and it just became it spun into a whirlwind, which I'm like really excited about.
You told me, you've developed a web for African Americans,
yes.
Other people who have never had any experience with the game of golf. Tell me about that.
Yes, I developed a web show on YouTube called Black and Golf. And I developed it because once I started playing golf, it can seem a little bit intimidating. And a lot of my friends was like, "Oh, you must be rich because you're playing golf." I'm like, no, you can play at a public course like Walnut Lane. You can get lessons from people really cheap, right? So I wanted to develop Black in Golf because I wanted to show that there are African Americans that play golf, and I wanted to highlight people who do clothing lines, people who are caddies, people who are instructors, people who are pro golfers who are trying to get more recognition out there. So we developed that. It's been going well, and I'm excited about it.
Your kids are here.
Yes, my kids are a part of First Tee. I have 3 sons. My oldest is 11. My middle child is 8, and then I have a 2-year-old son. 2-year-old, they all have golf clubs, but the oldest 2, they're here playing, all the time.
Well, you talked about how when you first started playing the game, you had no background in it,
Yeah.
You got frustrated, you thought you were going to quit, and then you yourself decided, no, I'm not going to quit.
Yeah.
And now that's the last thing in your mind, right?
Yes.
So what would be your advice to somebody similar background who says, you know what, I can't play that game? They can, right?
You can definitely play the game. The game of golf, for me, it's strengthened relationships. It's helped me overcome some of my fears that I'm like, oh, maybe I can't do certain things. So it's given me confidence in other areas in my life. And I would just say just investigate.
Quincy Harris, boy, he's a spokesman for this place, isn't he, huh? Quincy, thanks for joining us.
No, thank you.
Stay with us. More to come here on Inside Golf from the Lane, Walnut Lane. That's coming up next.
You don't have to go away to get away. Go and explore. Find the small businesses that make where you live a community. When you dine, choose homemade. On a free weekend, discover the great outdoors. And if it's brewed here, enjoy it with friends. Support small for an experience you won't find anywhere else. Make it local, make it Main Street, make it Modco.
The oldest state or regional golf association in the country hits a milestone this year. GAP celebrates its 125th birthday. Celebrating amateur golf since 1897, GAP has evolved to include 300-plus member clubs, more than 90,000 individual members. It offers events for males and females of all ages and ability levels. GAP continues to uphold its mission to preserve, protect, and promote the game of golf. Happy birthday, GAP. Welcome back. Inside Golf is at Walnut Lane Golf Club in the Roxborough East Falls section of Philadelphia. I'm with a couple regulars here for several years. First of all, this is Eric Sullivan. This is Cy Casper. Eric, first of all, how long have you been playing here at Walnut Lane?
For about 15, 17 years.
All right, your game getting better?
So.
Okay, we'll leave it at that. Okay, Cy, how about you've been here a little bit longer than Eric, correct?
Right. I'm a volunteer, and we play golf here often, and it's a great place to play. It's friendly. It's kids play here, adults play here. Plus, they got the first tee, which is really great for the kids, and I think the parents are involved in it too, which is great.
Right, and this is sort of like a neighborhood golf club for you guys. You're
Right.
both relatively close in terms of where you live, right?
Yes.
I live in Roxborough.
You live in Roxborough.
Shelton.
Okay, so you had the opportunity to come out here and play. You said you work here as well, you volunteer.
Right,
yes.
So when you're done volunteering, you try to come out here, pick up a club, and bang it around a little bit.
Yes, no doubt.
What turned you on to golf?
I played miniature golf on my honeymoon, and then I just hit a ball in, and I
Whose
had the
idea
ball
was
every
that,
second.
yours or your wife?
It was mine. It was mine. Yeah, it was mine. We
All
had a
right.
great time.
Well, you've upgraded a little bit from mini golf to playing golf here.
Oh yeah, I fell in love with it. You know what I mean? After that first hole in the mini golf, I just got some clubs, and I was at it ever since.
Well, gentlemen, thank you. Thanks for giving us an idea of what this place means to you for more than 40 years and not quite that long, but the enjoyment level is still very high.
Great course.
Well, I have here a couple other regulars, one a little more regular than the other. Mary Greenberg's been playing golf at Walnut Lane for 50 years, and John Malarski only about, 6, but he's still a regular. You're a super regular, Mary. 50 years, how'd you get started?
I started playing with my mother and just always continued. I was always a tennis player and a golfer. And as I got older, golf was much more fun to play
Really?
than tennis. Yeah.
Well, how much fun is it to play? And from what I understand, weather isn't always a big problem for you here at Walnut Lane. You like to play 12 months out of the year.
Well, since I'm retired, I worked for the school district for close to 50 years. So, and I always said once I got done, golf was going to be my retirement. And it is.
How about your history here at Walnut Lane, John?
I enjoy the course. They've done a lot with it. Bill's done a lot with it. People before him. First tee, nice.
It's terrific exercise. It beats going to a gym. I walk the course all the time.
And it's a hilly course.
You're telling me something I don't know. And the older I get, the hillier it gets.
Well, listen, it's great to catch up with you guys. Enjoy another round. How many rounds do you think you've played in 50 years? Do you ever do the math? You're a teacher.
Couldn't even count.
Do you have a calculator?
Yeah, let me get my phone out. Well, listen, who's counting? Have fun. John, Mary, thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
Time now to introduce you to the director of golf here at Walnut Lane, Kyle Spaulding. Kyle, first of all, congratulations. You've only had the job for, year and a half or so, so job well done there, and thanks for having us here at Walnut Lane. Everybody's got a story, Kyle, when it comes to how they got interested in the game. Tell us yours.
Yeah, so it started when I could just step out of the crib actually. So my dad, he got me involved into the game when I was very, very young, 3, 4, and then we would go up to the par 3 course or a driving range every weekend, almost every Sunday, and that really got me involved. And then I joined the first tee program in my middle school, and then from there played high school golf and took off with the program.
And here you are now as a PGA professional. I know there's different stages. Where do you stand in all those stages right now?
So level 1, just starting out, just in the beginning stages, but gonna get there soon.
Why do you want to be a pro?
I just want to change the game, and I just love golf. I found that it's nothing better. I really love coming out here, being on the course, and just getting people involved, showing that this is a great game.
Right, and there are only a handful of African-American guys like yourself who are pursuing that dream of becoming a golf professional. Do you have peers that when they ask you, hey, what are you doing? You tell them, well, I'm a golf pro. What's their reaction?
You're like, what? Are you really? And then I have to explain the story every time, and then why I do it, and then how I started, and here I am. But it's a lot of people that are just genuinely shocked when I tell them what I do.
I can imagine. Now, what do you do here at Walnut Lane? You're a busy guy. I mean, you're the director of golf, but take us through a typical day here at Walnut Lane for you.
Typical day. Besides emails, we have a bunch of people coming to play. I might have to work the counter. I might have to deal with food and beverage. I might have to. There's a cart somewhere stuck. I got to go figure out what the problem is. So it really encompasses everything that has to do with the golf club for this position. And sometimes you have to give lessons too, and it's a lot that goes on in a day.
Right, and guys like yourself don't get a chance to play that much, and I know this summer is going to be a big thing for you, is getting involved and playing competitively in some of the Philadelphia PGA section events. I'm sure you're really looking forward to that.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Find out where you fit in, huh?
Absolutely. It's some PGA pros that I really want to go against. So I'm definitely looking forward to it and excited by playing in some tournaments this year.
You're going to have to get some extra practice time before you get out there. Let me ask you this. We'll wrap it up. Everybody has like a goal, a plan, 2-year plan, 5-year plan. Where do you see yourself in 5 years?
To continue to change the game and be anywhere where I can make a real great impact. Like if it's Walnut Lane, somewhere else, it doesn't really matter where. But I just know I just want to keep continuing to make this impact that I'm making and keep changing the game and grow the game for everybody.
Okay, we're going to keep track of this guy. Kyle Spaulding is his name, director of golf right now at Walnut Lane. Congratulations and good luck.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
That's Kyle Spaulding. We'll be back with more from Walnut Lane, but right after the break, we got our teed off panel ready to go.
Both of them.
Welcome back. It's time for our teed off panel here on Inside Golf. We have assembled once again in the grill room at Lulu Country Club, or as our friend Jim Sullivan would call it, we're at the Lou. And so is Jim Sullivan. He's back. He's our host. Always a pleasure, Sully.
Thanks for having me.
Good to see you. Joe Logan, myphillygolf.com. He touches all the bases when it comes, I should say all the tee boxes when it comes to golf in the Philadelphia area. And this is Chris Lang. Chris, member at Overbrook, member of the GAP, Golf Association of Philadelphia Hall of Fame. He's won everything, including 3 Philly Ams. He's also the founding CEO of the Cobbs Creek Foundation, which is the organization that has been for years trying to get the restoration of Cobbs Creek, and they finally got everything approved, and they're starting to move some dirt at Cobbs Creek. Good to see you.
Good to be here.
Hey, Sully, I don't know if you're interested in the PGA Tour Champions, are you?
Somewhat.
It's a little bit out of your demographic.
40, I'm 47. I'm working my way. My way there.
You're getting ready.
Hopefully, somebody's looking for a looper out there. Maybe I'll be able to get a job.
Looper? You could probably compete with these guys. Don't sell yourself
over here on the pool
short.
table, maybe.
But this year, the ante in terms of purses has been up. It's now up to $62 million for the tour. Significant. Of course, Phil went out on tour. Won, I think, 2 or 3 of his first events, Joe, didn't he, when he went out there a couple of years ago? Jim Furyk's been out there. Of course, Vijay Singh, Bernhard Langer's been competing forever and winning forever out there. But this year we're going to see some new additions. How about David Duval and also Justin Leonard, 2 former number 1s in the world, right, and major winners.
True. I don't know how many fans they'll put in the seats, but
well, that's the question. I was going to get to that, but you just jumped me. You don't sound like you're a believer that that's going to happen.
Well, I mean, 2 people in golf drive the needle: Tiger and maybe Phil and Fred Cup.
But it helps rather than hinders, doesn't it? Like, hey, I remember those guys. No?
Yes, I do. Both of them. I mean,
wow. I should have had you on another panel. I mean,
Tell us how you really feel.
I'm not doing anything to help what they're doing on the PGA Tour Champions. All right, let's go to Chris Lang. No, I'm only kidding, Joe. You know, nothing personal, pal. You know,
I like them fine. I just,
What do you think? I mean, will it add some juice or what?
Well, I think so. Yeah. I mean, Justin Leonard, he won the British Open. I remember. He's a competitor. He's a commentator. He's on the Golf Channel.
Maybe you made one of the best and most memorable putts in Ryder Cup history for the U.S. at Brookline, huh?
And David Duval. I mean, look at his career, and also big in golf commentating.
Right.
So I think it can only help.
It can only help.
Yeah, it can only help. And
despite Joe, no, I'm kidding.
to Joe's point, you know, when you do have Tiger and you know, you've got, you know, the PGA Tour that you're competing, the Champions Tour competing against, it is difficult. Personally, I like watching the old guys because these are guys that, you know, I've watched my whole life. And, you know, when you say the Champions Tour, I immediately think of Bernhard Langer. I mean,
Forever.
He's just unbelievable that he's, you know, 62 or 3 years old, and he's competing with these guys that are 50 when they're coming on tour. I mean, he's a remarkable golfer, athlete.
You talk about his playing weight. I mean, it's been steady for probably, he's in his early 60s. He's probably been the same weight for the last 50 years. I mean, and he still could play, Sully, right? I mean, don't you wish when you're 47?
47.
When you're his age, you're able to get it around like he does?
Well, I'd have to lose 50 pounds to be his weight when I'm 62 or 3. But
well, keep your weight.
What Langer's done is incredibly impressive, really is. To the topic point, right? It's about eyeballs, and Phil's going to draw eyeballs. The fact that he won a few times, he'll probably be more committed to that tour, maybe play full time. So it's a good thing. I'm with Joe on this one. I personally don't think Duval or Leonard will add anything to it. In large part, they haven't played in 10 years. You know, that they'll be better than me if I started playing tomorrow, but they haven't played competitively in 10 years. They're not going to be winning tournaments, and that's what matters. You have the exciting players winning tournaments, and with Phil there, and you know, they help build the depth of a field, which you have to have. But Phil's, I think that's an investment in Phil. Those purses going up, in my opinion.
I hear you. This year also, Joe, the Saucon Valley Country Club is going to host the major for the Champions Tour, and that would be the U.S. Senior Open. I don't know, maybe you're going to try to qualify for that?
You know, I may.
Ask Chris what tournament he won there. Chris probably won a tournament or two.
No, I didn't win anything at Saucon.
Well, there you go. It's begging for you.
I've been able to play in Senior Opens, though, and they're fun.
How many times?
I played in 4.
Really?
Yeah.
What was your, did you make the cut?
I didn't make the cut.
Oh.
I didn't make the cut.
But you had fun.
You know, yeah. I mean,
who were you paired with?
So I went out of my way at NCR to play a practice round with Ben Crenshaw, which was fun.
Did he ever
Jerry
stop talking?
Pate.
Did he talk
Yeah,
the whole
he's
round?
just gentle Ben, such a nice man.
Did he give you a putting lesson?
Just playing with him is like getting a lesson watching that silky stroke.
How about that?
Yep. So it'll be great for Saucon. Well, you were talking about Larry.
Larry Loretti was the champion in 1991. You covered it, I'm sure.
No, I didn't. I was there, but I didn't cover it.
See that? You didn't like the guys even back then, did you? Huh? No, Larry Loretti, it's a real story if you haven't heard it. He had a straw hat, right? He always smoked a cigar, even when he was playing. Not just on putts or anything, he's swinging, you know, full swing on a driver. And he drove a van. He had a trailer, and he parked it near Quakertown and drove back and forth to Saucon Valley. We were up there with our good friend Mimi Griffin, who works for the USGA when it comes to hospitality and suites and all. And good luck, Mimi, and we will be there for some of that in the summertime. But I'm looking forward to going up there. So I'm always looking forward to
Saucon's a great place.
Valley, right? Great venue. Have you won at Saucon Valley anything?
Not yet.
No. So there's 2 of it, and you don't qualify for this.
Too young for that one.
Did you win a media outing or anything?
I did. I played with Mimi a couple times.
Really?
Yeah.
And you won? Well, you won because
I didn't
you were
win it.
Mimi.
I just played.
Oh. Well, that's
I would have won if I'd kept score.
Right. You know else? Somebody else is going to be there. Our good friend Tom Karpus, friend of the show, who's, of course, a rules official on the PGA Tour Champions. So we'll have a lot of fun, and well, we're going to be wired, okay? We'll see you playing. We hope you qualify and all that stuff. Gentlemen, thank you. We'll be back. More of Inside Golf in just a moment. Designed by Donald Ross, Lulu Country Club is one of the premier private golf courses in Montgomery County. This classic 18-hole course boasts a new state-of-the-art clubhouse with many amenities for members to enjoy. Members are invited to play in events, tournaments, and enjoy guest privileges. For more information, contact membership at lulucc.com.
There's more to the ultimate driving machine than you might think. Multiple forces converging to create something uncontainable. Introducing the ultimate first-of-its-kind machine. The ultimate hair-raising machine. And the ultimate peace of mind machine. BMW, the ultimate driving machine. Hurry in to lease a 2022 BMW 330i xDrive sedan for $519 per month.
Well, that's going to do it for this week's edition of Inside Golf. From here at Walnut Lane, always great to be back with Bill Hyman here at Walnut Lane. And we have breaking news before we leave. We have breaking news. Fill us in. You got some plans here for some construction. Hopefully they'll all be approved, signed, sealed, and delivered. Tell us what's planned.
Well, Harry, we want to think big, and we want to continue to meet the needs of our community and our first tee kids. And similar to what we were able to accomplish at John F. Byrne in renovating the clubhouse and the facility, we've been working with Kimmel Bogret Architects, who did a great job for us at John Byrne. We're going to be, hopefully pending approval and approved by our board and the city of Philadelphia, we're going to do a major renovation here at Walnut Lane, and it's going to be unbelievable. It's going to add areas for classrooms for kids, a simulator, a patio. It's really state-of-the-art. It takes this building that is not very picturesque, and it's going to be state-of-the-art and unbelievable. So we're really excited about it. Everything that we've done so far, I'm just amazed that every need that we've had, we've been able to find the financial support, and everything that we do is a result of the general public, that our mission resonates with them. So I'm pretty confident that no matter the size of this project, it'll resonate, and we'll be able to find the funds so that we can complete this for the community.
Well, I'm sure Alex Finlay, who designed this golf course back in 1940 when it opened, probably would look at those renderings, those ultra-modern renderings that you have planned here for Walnut Lane, and say, is that the same Walnut Lane that I designed? I'm sure to be proud of you, too. Thanks a lot, Billy.
All right, thank you, Harry.
That's Bill Hyman. I'm Harry Donahue. And remember, no matter how bad it's going for you out there, don't pick up. And we'll see you next time right here on Inside Golf. The 25th season of Inside Golf is presented by Destination Montco Golf. Your next golf getaway is in Montgomery County, Pennsylvania. Visit montcogolf.com. By the First Tee Greater Philadelphia. The First Tee not only helps young men and women become better golfers, but most important, better people. Get involved. Visit firstteephiladelphia.org. By the Philadelphia Association of Golf Course Superintendents, a community of professionals enhancing the game of golf since 1925. Make sure you thank your golf course superintendent today. By Gap, celebrating 125 years of amateur golf. By Jersey Man and Philly Man Magazine, a digital publication and private business network. Read the current issue free at jerseymanmagazine.com. By the Haverford Trust Company. For life's must-haves, there's Haverford. And by Inside Golf's partner since 1998, the Philadelphia PGA Section, the experts in the game and business of golf.